Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to Cologne Reviews in a Tux. My name is Thomas Galloway. Today we are going to review DIOR SAUVAGE, Eau de Toilette, and Eau de Parfum, and we're going to declare a winner, and then you guys can try it out for yourself and see if you agree. The first thing we need to talk about is that there are two problems with DIOR SAUVAGE that have nothing to do with the fragrance itself. The first problem is that Johnny Depp is the face of this fragrance, and since he's super popular, it's making the fragrance pretty popular. And that's not necessarily a great thing. You want it to be a little unique. I was at Dillard's a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to the salesperson, and she told me that guys are always coming in there asking for the Johnny Depp one. And that's a little annoying because they're accidentally getting this great fragrance when they really don't know what they're doing. And that's something you really shouldn't do, is buy a fragrance just based on who the face of it is. That's a great way to waste money. It's never going to end well, unless you accidentally buy DIOR SAUVAGE. For the second problem is the name looks like Savage, and I know that sounds kind of dumb, but you can just picture a guy walking in, looking at all these fragrances. The first one that pops out is the one that looks like Savage, and you're like, okay, well, I sprayed this a few times and now I'm a Savage. So those two reasons are making it pretty popular that have nothing to do with the fragrance itself. Like, I'd be fine with it getting fairly common with just by the fragrance, but it's whatever. Okay, so for first observation of this fragrance, for the EDT, if when you spray it and someone smells you, they're going to get the fresh, soapy scent. And then as long as they're not sprinting by you or you're not sprinting by them, there's going to be like a spicy streak that comes through. So after they get that fresh, soapy vibe and they like, okay, I think I got the gist of this fragrance, then all of a sudden that spicy streak is going to come in, and it's really going to take it to a whole nother level. Most fragrances can't do that without being annoying, so that's something that's pretty impressive about DIOR SAUVAGE, EDT specifically. With the EDP, Eau de Parfum, it's going to be richer and warmer than the EDT. Not by a whole lot, but you can definitely tell when you compare the two side by side. And if the EDP fills some of that soapy emptiness of the EDT with rich and warmness, and so it's not quite as fresh as the EDT. If you really want to get into DIOR SAUVAGE, you could get the EDT for the warmer seasons and the EDP for the colder seasons. That'd be a really good balance. That'd be a good call if you really wanted to get into this fragrance. As far as compliments, I got more on the EDT, but that could have been because I tested it out first and people noticed I was wearing a new fragrance, they complimented it, they liked it, and then when I moved to the EDP, it was probably close enough to the EDT that they didn't really notice the difference, or either thought it might have been the same thing and didn't want to say, oh, you're wearing a new fragrance again, and be wrong. I'm not really sure, but the EDT could have got more compliments just because it's better. So I'm not really sure about that one. So under strength, longevity seemed to be basically the same, maybe slightly longer for the EDP, but it should have been more than slightly longer. You want the Eau de Parfum to be an hour or two longer than the Eau de Toilette. All this being said, I'm definitely going to buy one of these, and I'm going to buy the Eau de Toilette, and I'll tell you why. I like how it smells. I like that it's fresh and soapy without being boring. I like that it is cheaper, and since the Eau de Parfum didn't have a significant advantage in longevity, at least for me, it could be different for you, I have no good reason to get the EDP. So, at least not right now. As always, if you have any questions about fragrance in general or requests for a specific cologne to be reviewed, comment below, email us at colognereviewsinatux@gmail.com, or reach out to me directly. If you want to hear me talk about things that aren't related to cologne, I start a podcast with my brother Noah Galloway and my friend Evan Isabel, and we talk about food, movies, things like that, and you can find that in the links below as well. So thanks for watching, guys.